Hi, how you doing? It's not a Monday update, it's an album update. So you may have met me. You've probably had, if you're watching this, you've probably had a virtual meeting with me, so you've had a chance to see the albums we did in person. So I made this little video just to run you through the options you do have in regard to albums. All of our packages, all of my packages come with all of your images from the day. We upload them onto a gallery, and you've got free downloads for 2 years. You can share this. You can invite friends to share it. You can share it online, and the downloads are full resolution. But I'm a big fan of printed stuff. If you spoke to me already, you probably know this. We do offer albums. They're not included in all of the packages. There are packages that include them. I'm going to pop the prices down the bottom here somewhere. Probably here. In front of the fire. So you know how much they are. Obviously, there are different offers throughout the year. So depending on which video you're watching, the prices may differ a little bit. Not much. Mostly, this first album I'm going to show you is occasionally bundled in with the package, and it's likely that you've been told about this already because it's an offer that I'll be running for probably 5 years. So it's not going to go away very soon, unless you've got a very special offer, and then it's probably an image only offer. But anyway, so the first album, our bestseller by a long way. We looked at something that was going to bridge the gap between wall art and album. We wanted something that would stay on display, designed to stay on display, not the would stay on display because it was left there, but designed to stay on display. So it comes, it's a 25 by 25 album. It comes in this case. This case is acrylic fronted. It's held on by magnets. Everything about this album is designed to stay out when it's out on display, particularly with a little tab hidden away. It is basically a framed print. Like so. And it's a framed print that does contain an album. Like I said, 25 by 25 centimeters. It's made by the wonderful Graphic Studio. They're an Italian company who make all our albums for us. They're the only company we use, purely based on the fact that they offer a lifetime guarantee on your album. So for us, we can't go wrong. So it's kind of at the quality that we want to be able to send out, and be able to offer a lifetime guarantee that should anything happen to the binding, then we can just replace it. We keep your images ourselves for 2 years online. Graphic Studio, the company we use, keep your album print forever. But they wouldn't be able to offer that if they kept replacing albums, so this is why we decided to go with them. This album, like I said, our bestseller, it's 25 by 25 centimeters long. It's a 20-page album. It holds around about 40 images. Inside its case, it looks like a photo. Outside of its case, it's a pretty good album. I will just give you a quick glance through it. That's the box. The album itself looks like that. It's, like I said, it's a flush mount album, which designed to lay flat. So there is no crease in the middle there. There's no gutter for things to disappear. The album itself is a semi-gloss. It holds around about, I would guess, probably holds about, over the 20 pages, somewhere close to 50 to 60 images. A lot of it obviously depends on layout. Some pages will have less images, some pages can have more, particularly hero images, portraits of yourself. They get a larger coverage, whereas the more reportage stuff, particularly the dancing, some of the more pose stuff, some of the more candid stuff, you'll find gets more per page. It's just the way it works out. Design wise, it's done with you. Like I said, 20 pages, around about 40 to 50 images, and included at the moment in the 1299 package. So you get full day's photography, you get all of your images on online. It used to be on USB. We've stopped doing USB because they get lost and broken. And you also get this album. So 1299 gives you the full day's photography with this album. Read down there. Up from that is the Graphic Studio's first wedding book. A slightly more expensive album. The price is going to be here because this one isn't regularly included in the offers. It's slightly different. So Graphic Studio have two ranges. It's the Go Book, which is this range here, the range that I've shown you. This is the first of their wedding books. It comes in this case. You don't have to have it in this case. There's a few options with cases. But this is the first of their actual wedding album books. This one's got a metal cover on it. It's actually a steel cover with a printed images on that. We normally do this. This is 25 by 25 as well. It's a 30-page album. It holds up to and in excess of around about 60 images, 70 images across the 30 pages. Of course, a lot of it's going to be again down on design. So if you've got more hero images, you're going to find that there is obviously less room for pictures. More candid, we can get more in. I'll let you have a flip through this. These are actual albums that have been delivered, so there's sample albums there. We got copies of them. And this is a good example of what a full day looks like. Bridal prep, we normally arrive in the morning just to grab a few shots of the venue, the setup. Bridal prep we normally stay for, and around about an hour prior to you being ready, I normally leave you, gives you time to get the dress on without me around, and I can get to spend a bit of time with the guys doing some stuff. We like to get shots of the background and stuff that's going on. A lot of effort goes into this, as much effort goes into this as would go into the rest of your wedding. And it's nice to be able to look back on this. Like I said, these are images that the couple chose. This is their album. Groom prep is there. We normally shoot this so 2 photographers works better because that gives me time to spend with the bride. And then we can get a second photographer with the groom to follow the groom around. And that gives us a little bit more flexibility during the day. So one of us can focus on the story and one of us can focus on the art. Sounds a bit mad, but 2 photographers kind of works better than one and gives you that second point of view. However, 99% of the weddings that I do, I shoot on my own. So it's just a matter of splitting the time up. But it's up to you. If you've got the finances that allow you to have a second photographer, that's all great. If you haven't, we can do without it. Like I say, groom prep, they see each other before. Ceremony is what you expect it to be. And then the formals, again, these hero images, they can cut down the amount of pictures that we get across the full book. But generally, you're looking a mixture of single images and multiple image pages. So Graphic Studio, their first wedding book, price is here, including the full day photography. You get a couple of options. You can either have the metal cover, you can have it full bound in leather, or you can have an acrylic cover. The acrylic cover I'll show you next. So yeah, so this is the upgrade from that. It was 20 pages. This is a 30-page album, still 25 by 25. But now you're getting the option to have the metal covers, and the binding itself is a square binding. Again, you've still got the lay flat pages, so you've got no gutter there, and the upgraded gloss that you can do in metallic finish, which isn't available in that one. So that's that one. Up from that is the next one up is a 30 centimeter by 40 centimeter landscape album. This one with an acrylic cover. This is a 40-page, but the pages are thicker in this, so it gives a more substantial block. So the book, the binding again is guaranteed for life, and it's available in acrylic, metal, gloss. It is a more substantial album. We are moving towards. I think this is about the maximum size. It's certainly probably our bestseller, other than the smallest one. If you want a more substantial album, this is it. It gives you the option of acrylic, well, which this one is, or you can have, well, excuse me, or you can have the metal cover in this as well. It's kind of, again, it's lay flat. They always lay flat. Like that. You just flick that round. Like I said, this is a 40-page. Again, so you got this thing where, because it's a bigger album, and it's got more pages, then the capacity of this goes up. You're probably looking around 60 to 80 images as standard, but you can add pages. Again, it's the high gloss, but it is available in matte as well. Again, it's a mixture of these hero images and these more reportage images. And design-wise, these albums are designed by us with you, rather than by us for you. So you choose the images, we do the layout, and then upload it online. So you get to actually see what the layout's going to look like before we send it to print. Again, it's printed in Italy, and the price of this one is going to be down here as well, providing I can work out how to put prices down here. Otherwise, I'm just going to be wiggling my finger in the air. But no, I'm sure I'll work it out. Okay, album-wise, like I say, this is pretty much, it's certainly my favourite, and it's probably one of the best albums that they produce. I like the size of it. It's a substantial book. It's in a nice shape, so it's landscape rather than portrait, but they do this in portrait as well. It's 40 pages. It is as many pages as you want it to be. This one is unlimited. With the thick pages, you're limited to 50 at the max. You can go thinner pages. There's 3 options on the page sizes as well. Case-wise, it comes in this slip-in case, but you can have a briefcase if you wish. But I like the slip-in case. It makes it more of a thing. There is another option. This is different to the album, so this isn't one of their wedding albums. It's not Go Book. It's actually called the Young Book. It's cased slightly differently. It's still a lay flat album. It's slightly smaller. The pages are slightly thinner. And it doesn't have the options that you get on the wedding book. But again, it's one of my favorites. It's probably one of the nicest cases that they do as well. So this is the Young Book, including the wedding photography. It's this particular one is a 20 I think 50-page album. The pages are slightly thinner than the last wedding book, but other than that, it's as you would expect. It's graphic studio quality. Still lay flat, and still the same amount of images. You still get the chance to have the acrylic cover, and it's the same sort of binding. But it comes in this stunning box as well. The other option, there is one more, which I've got there. It dives off a camera. It's quite unique in that this is a 100-page album. It's actually a storybook album. We don't do many of these. We used to do loads of these. They kind of fell out of fashion a little bit. Again, the price is there. It's the only album which will hold every single image from your wedding. These are not lay flat, so you do get this gutter. But as an option to include every single image. They're quite unique. I think they're quite unique to us. I don't know many other photographers that are doing anything close to this. To give you an idea what full page looks like, that's the double page spread. You can see the pages in this are slightly thinner. Again, it's got the lifetime guarantee, and the layout is done, in this case, by us for you. So we'll take the best of the best images and we'll do the layout for you, and it kind of holds all of your images. I think the maximum being around about 800 images. Again, it's going to be here. So just as a quick recap, all your images, one book, but not lay flat. So this has the gutter. This is what they call the young book. These are only available in this size from us. They do a bigger one. It comes in this nice case. You get the option of an acrylic cover, full leather, or fabric. You don't get the option of the metal in this. They're available as standard and as priced. With the acrylic cover, the metal cover is a £100 option on top of that. But yeah, so that's that one. The original wedding book is available in a couple of sizes. This is the 25 by 25. Yeah, 25 by 25. These are a 30-page album, and including photography, it's there. Holding around about 60 images. This is the first real favorite of ours. You do get the option of the metal cover with this. Photography wise, you get the option of these big heroes. They are an absolute flat binding, and they're guaranteed for life. Pop that back in there. And the entry look, like I said, it's included in a lot of our packages. Certainly our bestseller. That one there. Price is there. But it's been on offer for years. So it's 1299, including the full day's photography. And it's a 20-page album, so it's the smallest of all of them. It doesn't have the option of the metal cover, but if that doesn't bother you, it does come obviously with this lovely photo cover on it. It's got the same semi-gloss pages there. They're not high gloss, they're a semi-gloss. But it doesn't take anything away from the album at all. They're a beautiful album. And it's kind of included at 1299. It was a free offer that we used to run at wedding fairs, but it's purely based on the fact that I am a big fan of the printed image, and I'd rather include an album than not include an album. And this gives us the opportunity to include that album rather than just offer images. If you've got any questions, please do get back to me. I know this video is a little bit rambling and prices and bits and pieces, but there you go. Hopefully that's made the albums a little bit clearer for you. I've probably sent you an email already, but if you've got any more questions, do give me a shout.